It's now lively with the screen. And now notice this component of it with Luka though, right? As a defender, you know Luka's gonna want to create contact when he gets into these drives, right? And so this little step in right here, you may think he's gonna try to create contact, but he's developed the counter to have that step back. And so you're gonna bite on it as a defender at times because you're gonna think he's trying to create contact. But in reality, he's now patterned that same exact movement to be able to get himself into a shot. And so that's what makes players like Luka and these really high level players super tough to guard. They take these same movements that they do multiple things out of and then get counters out of them. So you don't really know what to expect. Like, y'all need to understand why Luka actually goes slow, right? He gets off the screen. He could take a hezzy pull-up, and a lot of y'all would do that, right? But what he's going to do is get in the mid-range, right? He's going to wait for his big to roll, because notice what it's going to do to Brook Lopez right now, right? It's going to force Lopez now to have a decision to make. Do I take away the ball and the shot, or do I take away the pass and take away the roll and the lob? And now Luka realizes he picked his poison, and so now he just gets his floater. And so now, most importantly, occupation of space, right? Kyrie is able to get there and able to take up that space that Connaughton has to recover. And so understand this. I want to go back so you can really see this in kind of more motion, right? Connaughton's recovering, and the angle that he has to recover right here, right now, Kyrie steps into that space. And so now before Connaughton's able to get there and try to get back in front, he has to now find new space to be able to get to. As Kyrie is able to take up that space and then sidestep into even more space. And so now he's able to get up into a shot with an abundance of space, which now leads to just an open look. Bucket. This action goes on this weak side, right? You got Curry coming off the screen. Seth Curry, right? And so this gets blown up. Lucas sees this, right? Seth Curry is no longer an option. And so now this is when he's going to revert away from the play, right? He's going to take it into his own hands. Maintain his own pace, because Luka playing at his own pace and establishing the fact that if you try to speed me up, I'm going to take advantage of you, draw fouls, beat you to the rim. The defender is going to go at my pace. And so even though this step back is slow as shit, right? Even though you're like, damn, he's going that slow. How did he not get there earlier? His pace that he plays at with the poise that he has keeps himself as a threat throughout the entire time. Now, at this point in the game, Kyrie is 1 for 8, I believe, from the field. He has 2 points, and he ended up with 39, right? And this is his second field goal that he's made. And so at this point, I believe 2 for 9, right? And so I need you to understand how he's about to build up his rhythm throughout this game and be able to get 39 points. He had a sidestep jumper that we seen earlier. He had that layup that he had now. And now look what he's about to get again, right? Transition, right? Left hand, lay, another layup. Make that 6. Make sure you keep track of what he's about to keep doing. Notice, right? Once again, you need this skill, right? Off the screen, sharp, tight, leaves the defender trailing to where now he's in against his mid-range, wait for this to roll, get more to the middle to prevent him from getting into Malik Beasley, who's plugging in, right? And in doing so, he's forcing Jackson to now take a new angle and find new space as he occupies that space and creates more space on that step back. And so on top of the fact that the defender's already out of their base, right, in this position, and their body is high, their frame is high, now they have to find their balance as well with that. So that's just extremely tough to guard, man. Notice this. Kyrie just had those 2 layups, now catching in transition with Brook Lopez, who picked up on him, right? I'm going to attack this, but understand how smart this attack is, right? Because he knows I could get to the rim, but he's not just going to go and get to the rim. He's going to understand the fact, I got a footer, I got another footer, I'm going to stop short. I'm going to float, right? Because I worked on my float game so much, this floater is like a layup in this range. If I decide to get into the trees and attack the beast, it would have been my best battle to try to fight. And so that simple knowledge right there just makes him a high-level finisher. Now let's just talk about this play in itself, right? Kyrie had those 3 layups now, right? And now get into a ball screen with Luka and with the person not on the wing, right, in the deep corner. Teammates in the deep corner. So this is going to allow Kyrie to use this move right here on the Connaughton, who's trying to cut him off, right? He could throw that ball out as far in front of him damn near as he wants, because Grant Williams is a shooter in this left corner. So Brook Lopez is not going to pinch in so early. He's going to be late, which now leaves Kyrie an easy lane for a layup. That's 4 layups right there. That allows him to build his rhythm for a 40-piece. Started from the top, right? Look at Malik Beasley, right? Screen happens. Connaughton picks aside, but what does Beasley do? He jumps it, which now leaves his teammate on the wrong side of the screen, and now Kyrie's going the other way, which leaves Connaughton having to step all the way over to go and recover, right? And so in doing so, you get sham-guided. You get sham-guided right down the middle of the floor, right? Boom, now I get my midi. Now I remember the rhythm. 4 layups, had a sidestep but was cold. Missed that 3, now he's hitting the midi. Notice what shot he's going to hit next. Really, if you want to have a 40-piece, if you want to go crazy, this is how you build your rhythm. Or if you just want to break yourself out of a cold slump, right? Now, Milwaukee has entered a zone. They was hitting 3, so like, boom, let's switch up the defense, right? Switching up the defense now, Dame plugging all the way in over here, big down the paint. Kyrie now just gets to line 1 up. If you stay patient, right, you allow these open looks to open themselves for you, right? Instead of you trying to force up shots, you know what I'm saying? Build the rhythm. 4 layups, midi, then the 3. Inside, out. And now Kyrie's going to be able to score at any level he wants to because he's got a feel for every single level that he's playing. Now watch him about to get this 40-piece. This is crazy. Look. Crazy. But I got a little replay though, right? Understand this, right? By Any Means Basketball has a great video where he's talking about this concept right here. Kyrie catches in full sprint down the lane, right? And he has a matter of 0.2 seconds, maybe less, to be able to find his eyes and get the shot off the glass. Being a finisher, one concept nobody ever talks about is your ability to find the rim and be able to locate where you need to shoot the ball. But look though, right? This right here set up this entire play to go left. Connaughton late on the switch. Him being late on the switch now leads to him being late over this next screen, forcing Bobby Portis to now plug up that lane as Connaughton tries to get back into the play. So now, boom, he shows the ball early, makes Connaughton show his hands high, and then finds another lane right in between. Boom to Powell. Giannis rotates over. Kicks out to Grant Williams. Hops, boom, campaign rotates, kicks to Tim Hardaway Jr. Bobby Portis thinks I should get down to the paint and get a big because that's my natural habit as a 5, right? But now I got to guard Kyrie on a closeout, and I never play closeouts, right? Now Kyrie, boom, closeout. Stunt right here by 20, I don't fall for it. I know it's bait. If you're going to commit, you're going to sit. You don't sit though, right? Take my strides, look middle, cut my way back to the middle instead of downhill so I don't work my way into Giannis's body, right? And now I float over the top. And my whole demeanor going into that floater sold the shot as well. Notice how he leverages this middle, right? Because every single time he's going to get cut off, he's going to change that pace, right? And so, boom, Beasley jumps out. I slow down once again, right? I reassess. Now, boom, once again, boom left. Beasley cuts me off. I get to a stop. I reassess. I allow this space to be created, right? Once again, boom, I go. I stop. I reassess. I allow more space to be created. Now, Dame jumps out a little more. I'm a little deeper. I'm in the paint, and Dame's not going to go that deep. So now, boom, turn, float. Got shooters on the outside. Powell's already crashing, but good luck guarding that. That shit already went in. I'm already going to get that rebound if so. You see Kyrie relocating along this corner, right? Dame recovering. At this point in time, if Kyrie catches this right here and stays in the same spot, this is not an open shot. But notice what he does. He moves up because by moving up, Dame now has more space to recover to him. So now it turns that shot that would have been a contested shot into an open shot because he moved with the ball and moved into space instead of just staying in one spot. Right? I want you to notice this right here with Kyrie, right? This would allow Kyrie to be such a good finisher in the air. Notice where he brings the ball after he seeks contact. On that side, you know how your coach always told you, oh, protect the ball over here around your shoulder. Triple threat, that's a terrible place to put the ball. But when you go and finish, great place to put the ball. Because if you allow yourself to use that other shoulder to boom, get into the air, hit, hang, and then at the point of release, you're able to at least bring that back over here. That's when you're able to get a good look off at the rim. And so Kyrie does that a shit ton. And you see Bron do it every single time in transition. Right shoulder right here on the finish. Protects the ball with the arm, because if you reach, you're just going to hit arm.